And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Master Duel. We are on part 2 at the time recording that this video is getting posted. And judging by this hand, all I can say is we are doing some of the most ridiculous shenanigans as of Go second. Amorphage Lechery. Amorphage Sloth and Scale. Okay, first time against Amorphages. Amorphages are a series of Earth Dragon Pendulum monsters whose field effects are the same as well as their scale abilities in terms of as long as you have a Amorphage monster you control, and it depends on which scale you possess, it makes it so that Amorphages are basically anti-meta. So, we are going to go over Amorphages, starting off with the spells and traps first, followed by the monsters. Their field spell, Amorphous Persona. Not counting the ritual summon of Amorphactor Pain because the card's banned for the event. All Amorphages everywhere on the field gain 300 attack and defense, up to twice per turn. If an Amorphage monster you control is chipped, draw one. And then Amorphage Infection, as well as Amorphage Lysis. Lysis debuffs all monsters by 100 attack and defense for each Amorphage card on the field, spell trap included, except Amorphages. While Amorphage monsters on the field gains 100 attack and defense for each Amorphage card on the field. If a monster in your hand or you control is shipped or killed by battle or card effect, add one Amorphage card from deck to hand. While Lysis, on the other hand, if a card in your Pendulum Zone gets killed outside of the damage step, place one Amorphage Pendulum monster from deck to the scale. Now, the Amorphage monster effects. The level 2s as well as the level 4s, if this card is Pendulum summoned or flip face up, no one can special summon from the extra deck except Amorphages while it's face up. And then both Sloth and Goliath, obviously same concept, it's just no one special summon monsters from the extra deck except Amorphages. So basically all of them share the same thing. Now, as for their pendulum scales, they all do something as long as you control an Amorphage monster. Amorphage Gluttony. Monsters cannot activate their effects. It doesn't care where except Amorphages. So Gluttony is the Majesty's Fiend of Amorphages. Lechery. No one can activate spells or their effects except Amorphage spells. Lechery is the spell canceller of the deck. Greed. No one can activate trap cards or their effects of traps except Amorphage traps. Greed is the Genzo of Amorphages. Envy. No one can activate cards or effects as chain link 2 or higher. Most cases applies to both players. There will never ever be chain link 2 or higher as long as Envy is around. As in, no responses at all. Amorphage Wrath. No one can tribute monsters except Amorphage monsters. Wrath is the Mask of Restrict of Amorphage. Amorphage Pride. No one takes any effect damage. Pride is the Pikaru's Circle of Enchantment. Amorphage Sloth. Why are you controlling the Amorphage monster? No one can add cards from deck to hand except by drawing them. Sloth is literally mistake. Goliath. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead except Amorphage cards. Goliath is the macrocosmos to everything that isn't Amorphages. Also, all scale effects share the same thing in terms of maintenance cost. Once per turn during your standby phase should be one monster or kill this card. And with that being said, that is all Amorphage archetype cards covered. So, Lechery, Sloth. So, I'm going to convince once the Amorphages are summoned in any way. So we have ourselves a Mistake and Spell Canceller. Pendulum Summon Pride. Normal win, Special Renryu. Win over Pride. Renryu for 15. Spirit Charmers, Ditch Unpossessed. And apparently, I think Amorphages doesn't work the way it's supposed to be. And this next matchup, looking at this hand, I'd say we're in good shape. Field Spell, Spirit Charmers, Ditch Partnerships, grab Awakening, set Unpossessed, Awakening, Normal Dark, drew into Breakthrough Skill, and pass. Okay, first time ever against Gladiator Beast. Okay, so the funny thing is about Gladiator Beast, first off, I once played Gladiators only because there were certain movies that inspired me about the Roman Greco / Gladiator history, and I said to myself, this deck can do its wonders if a very good pilot plays it properly. So, first things first about Gladiator Beast. Mission of the deck focuses on tag in, tag out effects, and they all do something upon being special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast. So, not counting Andel as well as Esadari, because none of them do not have the tag out tag in. Same goes for Secutor. So we're gonna go over those real fast. So Esadari is just straight up contact fuse, basic, no questions asked. Andel, the only normal GB, basic. And then Secutor, he is one of those who cannot tag out tag in. When it comes to Secutor, upon being tagged in, at the end of any battle phase in which if it's attacked or is attacked, as in do not let Secutor resolve, special summon 2 Gladiator Beasts from your deck that isn't Secutor. The test monsters. Test Ape, as well as Test Tiger. Test Ape, if it gets killed by battle, special 1 level 4 lower Gladiator Beast from your deck. And then Test Tiger, if you control a face-up Gladiator Beast, special it out, and then tribute this as well as target a face-up Glad Beast you control, tag out, tag in to 1, as if it was special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast. Now, as for the Gladiator Beasts, in terms of once tagged in, not counting the end of battle phase part. Murmillo, target 1 face-up monster anywhere on the field, kill it. Thorax, return it to the deck, draw 1. Samnite, 1 special summon by the effect of a Glad Beast if it ever kills a monster by battle, and sends it to the graveyard. Search for a Gladiator Beast card from deck to hand. Red Thierry, banish 1 card from your opponent's graveyard, so DD Crow. Sagittarii, discard 1 Gladiator Beast card, spell trap included, draw 2. Bestiari, cards cracked from back in the day. Target 1 spell trap anywhere on the field, kill it. Laquari's original attack becomes 21, while Hoplomys' original defense becomes 24. Demakari can attack twice during each battle phase, so Cyber Twin Dragon. Darius, it is your monster reborn of Gladiator Beast from your graveyard, but negate its effects. Also, shuffle it to the deck whenever Darius leaves. Equest, it is your Gladiator Beast recursion by target 1 Gladiator Beast card, spell trap included, in your graveyard, add it back to your hand. Lanista, target 1 Glad Beast monster in your graveyard, banish that target, and this card's name becomes that. So Lanista is your elemental hero Prisma of Glad Beasts. Tagiris, he is one of the Glad Beasts where he cannot be used as fusion material. And in this one for Tigurius, discard 1 Gladiator Beast card, spell trap included, to search for a Gladiator Beast monster from deck to hand. A Torix here. Send 1 Gladiator Beast monster from deck or extra deck to the graveyard except a Torix. Until the end phase, this card's level and name becomes the same as that. So level modification, and a Torix is also elemental hero Prisma of sorts. Gladiator Beast Spartacus, specifically tagging out of Hoplomys and tagging in Spartacus. Upon being special summoned, not off from the effect of Gladiator Beast, but upon being special summoned, add 1 Gladiator Beast equipped spell from deck to hand. But the problem is, cannot be special summoned by the effect of Gladiator Beast Hoplomys. So basically, no other ways of doing that. Noxious. In this one, when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, special this, and if you do, change the attack target to Noxious and proceed to damage calc. Also, cannot be killed by battle. And in this one, about the tag out tag in effect, send 1 Gladiator Beast monster from deck to graveyard, so Foolish Burial, a Gladiator Beast, including another copy of Noxious. Can't be special summoned except by the effect of Demakari. So tagging out Demakari and tagging in Alexander. In this one, unaffected by the effects of spells, Alexander is your Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6. Octavius, in this one, target one face down spell or trap card in the back row anywhere, kill it. And rather than the tag out tag in, if the duelist wants to keep Octavius on the field, discard one card. Vespasius, here, at the start of the damage step, if your Gladiator Beast monster battles a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Vespasius once per turn. While you control this special summon card or by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, all monsters you control gain 500 attack. And then Augustus, special summon by the effect of a Gladiator Beast. In this one, special summon one Glad Beast monster from your hand in defense. And of course, it can be another copy of Augustus, and it is not once. Shuffle it back during the end phase. As for their spells and traps, Gladiator Beast's Respite, shuffle 2 Glad Beast cards, spell trap included from hand to the deck, draw 3. Gladiator Beasts got their own Moray Agreed. Gladiator's Return, target 3 Glad Beast cards in your graveyard, spell trap included, shuffle all 3 targets into the deck, draw 1. Gladiator Proving Ground, Rhoda of Glad Beast, not once. Gladiator Beast's Comeback, special one Glad Beast monster from your hand or graveyard with a different type from the monsters you control, and it cannot be killed by battle permanently. The Gladiator Beast equip spells. Battle Halberd. Ooh, can't even, a little tongue twister today. Battle Halberd, Battle Gladius, Battle Manica, and then the Archfiend Shield. Battle Halberd, upon attack, destroy one spell trap at the end of the damage step. It gains extra 300 attack off from the Gladius. Can't be killed by battle off from the Manica. And then the Archfiend Shield. If the equipped monster will be destroyed, destroy this instead. And the equips share the same thing, which is when this card is sent to the graveyard just because tag out, tag in, all of the equips go back from grave to hand. Colosseum, Cage of the Gladiator Beasts. Anytime someone special summons from the deck, place a counter. All Glad Beast monsters gain 100 attack and defense for each of those counters on it. If this card would be killed by a card effect, discard specifically one Colosseum, Cage of the Gladiator Beasts to prevent destruction. Gladiator Rejection. Your opponent cannot target Glad Beast monsters you control within card effects except during the battle phase. If a Glad Beast monster is special summoned from your main deck, special summon one Gladiator Beast from your deck with a different type from the monsters you control in defense. Hard ones on rejection. Indomitable Gladiator Beast. Target face a Gladiator Beast monster you control, extra 500 attack until the end phase. And then while this card is in your graveyard, return 2 Glad Beast cards, spell trap included, from graveyard to the deck, return this to hand. So infinite resource loop. Gladiator Taming. If a face-up Gladiator Beast monster is on the field, as in anywhere, activate one of those effects. Target one monster your opponent controls, changes battle position, otherwise For some reason, if you go to a Gladiator mirror, select one face of Gladiator Beast monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase. Gladiator Beast Unite. During the battle phase, shuffle into the deck from your hand, field, or graveyard the fusion materials that are listed upon a Glad Beast fusion monster, then special summon that fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring the summon condition. So contact fuse in the battle phase out the gate, hard once on United, and you can't do no attacks the turn you do this except Glad Beast monsters. As for the traps, double tag team. Once you special a Glad Beast monster, special one level 4 or lower Glad Beast monster from your hand or deck. Defensive tactics. If you control a face-up Glad Beast monster for the rest of this turn, monsters you control cannot be killed by battle, and battle damage becomes 0. After this card resolves, put it to the bottom of the deck. Gladiator Lash. Activate only when you special summon a Gladiator Beast monster. So once you special a Glad Beast monster, your opponent discards one card of their choice. Trojan Gladiator Beast. Special one Glad Beast monster from your hand to your opponent's side of the field, then draw one. Gladiator Beast Charge. Target face-up cards on the field up to the number of Glad Beast monsters you control with different names, kill them. So basically, Ritual Beast Steeds of Glad Beasts. And then Gladiator Namachia. Hard once per turn on one of its effects, which is once per turn, you can shuffle one Gladiator Beast monster from your hand or graveyard into the main deck. Then target one Gladiator Beast monster you control. It gains attack equal to its original defense until the end of its turn, even if it leaves. And then, if this card in the spell trap zone gets killed by a card effect, activate this. This turn, Gladiator Beast monsters you control cannot be killed by battle. As for the counter traps, Disarm, Parry, War Chariot. War Chariot is when an effect monster's effect is activated while you control a Gladiator Beast monster, negate the activation, it doesn't care where, and if you do, destroy it. Disarm and Parry, they both return one Gladiator Beast card, spell trap included, from hand to the deck, and differences are Disarm negates the spell while Parry negates the trap. And then as for the extra deck, Glad Beast Dragasis, 2 Gladiator Beasts to make it. If any of your Glad Beast monster you control attacks, can't be killed by battle. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. At the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, just like the rest of the extra deck Gladiator Beasts, if not all of them, they tag out, and because this is the extra deck, special 2 Glad Beasts with different names. Again, most of them have it, if not all of them. Test Panther here. 2 monsters including a Glad Beast. First chance the card gets link summoned, add 1 Glad Beast card, spell trap included, from deck to hand. You can target 1 Gladiator Beast monster you control, shuffle that Gladiator Beast into the deck, and if you do, special one out as if it was special off from the effect. And it has to be the original name. And by the way, almost forgot about Namachia's other effect. Excuse the delay, it's been way too long. The side effect of Namachia is, while you control a Gladiator Beast monster, all monsters your opponent controls must attack if able to. So basically, they are forced to attack. As for Gladiator Beast fusions, Geyserus requires Bestiary. Upon being specialed, target up to 2 cards anywhere on the field, kill them. And then Geyserus, on the other hand, tag out, tag in anything whose name is not Bestiary, in terms of 2 gladiators. Gaio Diaz requires Spartacus, and when it comes to Gaio Diaz killing a monster by battle and sent to the graveyard, burn your opponent based off from its defense of the destroyed monster. So Flame Wing Man, but defense. And of course, tag in, tag out 2 glad beasts that isn't Spartacus. Heraklinos, who requires Laquari, and this is one of those that does not have the tag out, tag in effect. In this one, when a spell trap card is activated, discard 1 card, negate it, destroy it. Not once a turn, and Heraklinos must remain face up at all times. Neurokius can't be killed by battle, and if this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. And Neurokius tags out, tags into Glad Beasts. And as for Neurokius, who requires 3 Glad Beasts. Adabante, who requires Augustus. If summoned this way, special 1 level 7 or lower, Glad Beast fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring the condition. And of course, tag out, tag in 2 Glad Beasts, which can be including Augustus. Tamer Editor. I believe Tamer Editor indeed does tag out, tag in. So 2 level 5 or higher Glad Beasts to put out Tamer Editor. Can't be used as fusion material, so no contact, no super poly material either. Special 1 Glad Beast fusion monster from your extra deck that isn't Tamer Editor, ignore the conditions. And then shuffle that monster. And of course, tag out, tag in as well for 1 Glad Beast. And of course, Domitianus, who requires Vespasius. When your opponent activates a monster effect, negate it, destroy it, you choose the attack targets for your opponent's attacks. So, Domitianus is the Patrician of Darkness. And of course, tag out, tag in for 1 Gladiator Beast. And with that being said, that is literally every single Glad Beast card covered. So, rejection to start off with. Unexpected Die for Andel. Rejection for Bestiary. Length of 2 for Dragasis. Flip out Unpossessed. Tag out. Negate all from field spell. Unexpected Die for Andel. And 1 set. Fairy Tale Tales. Namachia activates. Return Andel. Gain the boost. No damage due to Fairy Tale Tales. Unpossessed for Hita. Juanta Meister. Spirit Charmers getting the partnership setting lineup. Just so that we're not going to force to attack. Hita force attack as we take a little damage. Set the partnerships and pass. Set 1. And the overliner. Special win. Juanta Veiler. Partnerships. Revive Hita. Kill Namachia. Hita over Andel. Namachia number 2. Shuffles Bestiary, no damage. Unpossessed, special area face down, when forced to attack, and passes back. Normal Sagittarii, 15 defense, breakthrough skill on Sagittarii just in case. Unpossessed for Asa, drew into Reaper. Monster Reborn to win. drew into Renryu. Exceed Shoka into Chidori. Chidori clear out the trap card. Shuffle Augustus. Becomes 34. Normal Valor. Awakening Reaper. Revive Dark, and that is game. So guys, that's gonna do it on the in-depth guide against first-timer decks. And if there's any more in-depth guides against new decks or first-timer decks, I will be glad to go over those deck guides for you guys. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you haven't already, smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. And we'll catch you guys next time.